Do you think it is a bit weird that I'm talking to myself? Yeah, it is weird, but you are a weirdo, so doesn't surprise me. Plus, is it any weirder than staring into the lens of the camera and talking shit for an hour? Huh. Yeah, I guess if you put it that way, it make me feel a bit less cringe, I guess. And also, you don't have to really care about this podcast. Soon AI will take over everything like a podcast wise. So there will be no podcast no more? I think you are delusional. I mean, I do believe that AI will take over everything at some point, but it won't be in the near future anyway, so I don't have to worry. Although I did hear a crazy new prediction when it comes to the AI and time where they will release AGI. Apparently, they already have a fully operated AGI. The only problem is that they cannot promise safety. What was it? AGI? You mean like ChatGPT or some some booster or some shit like ChatGPT Platinum membership? No, AGI is a second level of artificial intelligence when it comes to AI. This shit has level, huh? It's like back in 1999 playing like freaking Mario. Next level until you get your queen and you get your mushroom. No, not this type of levels, you weirdo. So, artificial intelligence has three levels to it, and it is weird when you start looking into it, but it's public information anyway. Anyone can check it. In 2022, I attended a AI seminar. So in 2022, I attended a AI seminar, and not that I've been very interested in AI at the time, especially, but it was for free and it was in London. So you know what they say: if something is for free, then it is a scam. No, when something is for free, it actually I don't know what they say. Okay, but it doesn't matter. The point is, I went to the seminar and I learned that AI has levels, and it was for free. Yeah, and it was for. Shut up! That's not the point. The point is that speaker told me something very interesting. I asked him a question, and then he told me something. Wait. So he told you something, or you asked him a question? Are you okay up there? Yeah, I just wanna be sure that I understand because you're mixing shit up. I asked him a question, okay? As a normal people with day-to-day life, how much access do we have to AI? And he says less than 1%. You have access to artificial narrow intelligence. And what you don't know, AI has another two level of intelligence. Huh? You see, it wasn't that hard. Eventually we get to these levels. So what about these levels? So as a normal human being, who is like not into AI, we only have access to artificial narrow intelligence, ANI, they call it, which is software that works off previously provided data and which has to work with installed barriers. And we are talking about the software that we already have access to, like ChatGPT, for example. Oh, I know this one. I used ChatGPT to write me a CV for the last job. It was as a binman, and you know what? I did get this job. Not that I like it, but oh, sorry. Continue. Yeah, you just crack on. So it's all the softwares that should help us with day-to-day life, like Gemini, Google Maps, Siri, Alexa, graphic interfaces like Sora, and like lists go on. Ah, and this is narrow AI. Yeah, and all this stuff is narrow AI, but it's nothing because then we get to AGI. AGI. Yeah, and AGI is a second level intelligence and it's not ChatGPT Platinum membership. I understand, I remember that now. Well done. You already start catching up. Anyway, so when it comes to artificial general intelligence, that's where the things get interesting, because unlikely to narrow intelligence, which specialize in one task at the time, AGI is a type of AI that will have a human-like intelligence across like many different areas. It won't be like focused on one thing. Do you mean a superhuman or some shit? Not specifically. It seems like AGI will be smarter, quicker, and kind of more adjustable human, and without emotion and heart, at least I guess. So it's like a human who is born smart. I mean, I wouldn't use word born, but yeah, I think you can say that. Anyway, when AGI decides to solve a problem, it can use all the data that's been provided to it, like pre-programmed. And even if it wasn't installed directly to solve this specific problem. Yeah, so it's the same shit when we use Google. We solve the problem with Google, right? No, no. The difference is that it will do all the intelligent tasks at once, which we as a human cannot do. We are limited to solving one problem at the time or learn one skill at the time. And this limitation is just won't apply to AGI. For example, AGI will be able to cook you a dinner, and while it will gather information on how to play a guitar, while at the same time it will be reorganizing your calendar because you asked for 2-3 hours on Thursday afternoon. Do you get what I mean? Do you at least understand what I'm trying to say? That is sick then. Do you think it's gonna drive the car and that? We already have AI cars that drive itself. Yeah, but I mean like, like a chauffeur. It's like you coming and you say, London St. Pancras. And it says to you, of course, boss, we're going now. You know what I mean? Yes, I guess it will be possible too. And what else it can do? It can do a lot of things, but it isn't even most powerful level of AI there will be. There is something more more powerful than AGI that is completely above the human intelligence and human brain capacity. Yeah, but hold on. Do we even need anything more powerful than AGI? Because it seems like powerful enough and intelligent enough to solve kind of all our problems and be helpful for day-to-day things. Yeah, and I had exactly same question in my head, but then I have done research on ASI. Wait, all this AGI, SAI, GPT, GTA, I'm getting lost. Okay, so let's stick with SAI now, okay? So ASI, which comes from artificial superintelligence, seems like a conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theory. I think I need a lesson from you on English language. Anyway, it's like some legend that will never happen. It seems like the scientists try to build self-sufficient, unstoppable God. That's interesting. Tell me more. So, it is an intelligence that will be smarter than human in all areas, but it will have no barriers. No one will have control over it, and it will change the world. It's intelligence that will be able to solve a global challenges like diseases, climate change, and even space travel. It seems like we can create intelligence that can solve complex problems that human couldn't solve for centuries. Okay, bro. So far, what you told me about all this SAI, GPA, all that stuff seems like it's good stuff, right? So why the title of this podcast is AI against humanity? It seems like it's gonna help us. Oh, finally some good question. So for the last 10 years, scientists have been working on AI, and they still cannot say that if we release AGI or ASI right now, it would be safe for the human race. We all tend to think like the biggest challenge is to make it work, but it cannot be further from the truth because the biggest challenge is to make it safe. We already know how to make it work. What we don't know is if AI won't decide that we as a human race, we aren't useless. We are just a waste of resources on
You know
Earth.
what?
I think now you're getting to some dark shit, dark conspiracy theories. You see, it's not really a conspiracy theory because plenty of scientists agree to the fact that AI will never be safe. It can be safer, but it will never be safe. They said that we might understand how to build AI, but that doesn't mean we can understand how it will work. Even Elon Musk said that with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. And if he has to guess the biggest threat to human race, it will be probably AI. Yeah, but Elon Musk says a lot of stupid shit. He's tweeting while on the toilet. Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's wrong. I mean, yeah, he's doing all this alien stuff and, space travel, all this stuff, but do you think he's talking to aliens already? Oh, yeah, I think he actually. Man, can we stop going away from the topic? Not today. Today we are talking about. We're not talking about aliens. Stop messing up, okay? So today we're talking about AI. Aliens? 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 It's gonna be another day, okay? I know. I'm just asking, okay? I'm just asking questions. Can I continue now? Yeah. So scientists' biggest problem is the fact as soon as we start ASI, we lose any control over it because it will automatically rewrite its own code to avoid any interception from a human agent, which makes total sense because it will be a machine or a system that has no limits in solving problems. So it will be able to solve problems of being unstoppable. Right? That makes sense. All right then. So what is the solution to that? And that is the whole problem. I'm asking solutions, not the problem. All right, let me explain, okay? So, to be able to control AI, scientists believe that we would have to limit its potential. And we have to do it to the point that we can understand its explanation and the processes that it took to solve the problem. And that means it would have to go as stupid to our level so we can understand. And if we can understand it, we can control it. All right, but isn't that completely opposite what we are trying to achieve? When we kind of trying to build all this super AGI SAA? Are we not trying to build something that is more powerful so it's just solve our problems? If we would limit this intelligence to our intelligence, that then we don't need a all this stuff, this AI. What we can solve problems ourselves. Yeah, and that's why, on the other hand, if we want to create something that is way beyond our intelligence, we have to give it a full potential and all the power that we are able to provide. So, in return, we get intelligence that can fix human problems, which until now we weren't able to fix ourselves. But the price for it is high because that means we are losing all control over the machine. And as I can guess, we won't be able to gain the control back. That doesn't sound very optimistic. Yeah, that's why the title of this podcast. When we say AI against humanity, we don't imply that AI direct goal will be human extinction. Of course, we cannot dismiss that either, but rather we're referring to the way that AI might interpret orders intended to serve human interests. Slow down, cowboy, okay? Too many English posh words for me. So, its main goal will be to serve humans at all costs and do what's best for us. So, how can we say that after we give it an order, it will do exactly what we want? It won't just do something the way that it thinks it's better for us. I kind of get that, but give me example. What do you mean by that? All right, example. If our government gives an order to artificial intelligence to create a vaccine for disease, it might create a vaccine in a couple of hours and at the same time save a lot of lives. Yeah, which is a good thing, right? Yeah, it is, but what if also AI decide that in the next 100 years, Earth will be overpopulated. So it will create a vaccine that it will cost our next generation's lives. It won't see any conflict of interest because the main goal for it is the best outcome for humanity, but it doesn't see the difference between humanity or humans like right now. It might think about the future as well. Because you see, after all, even we as a human, we often don't know what is the best for us. If we knew what would be the best for us, we wouldn't be making these stupid decisions, and we wouldn't be ruining our lives. It is interesting theory, but don't you think that scientists will do something about this problem to prevent these scenarios? I don't know, by giving direct comments or prompts or even like checking after this AI do anything, just check before they do anything stupid. Look, it is only a dark, stupid theory, but I would say we cannot neglect any scenario. But what we can say and what we cannot forget is that scientists repeatedly say we don't understand how AI will work. And okay, let's follow your logic, okay? So if something happened, who will be responsible for the outcome? If something big happened and people, I told ya, this is what I mean. Look, any decision that is made in the world, like right now, is assigned to the name. And the person who give an order will be responsible for the outcome. And people know that. People understand there are real consequences behind any decision we make. But when it comes to AI, do you think that this AI will be a country property? Will the country own this thing, or how it's gonna be? I don't know, maybe. All I know is all scientists all together say that we can make AI safer, but it's never will be safe. Interesting. You know what? You hooked me on this AGI, GPA, RTA. I think I'm gonna do some research. There's no GTA and RPG. Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to learn. It's too many new letters for me. I'm not that. I know speak London, man. I know you don't speak good English. I know, and I don't speak good English either. But at least we're trying, right? At least we're trying to be better. Anyway, bro, thanks for coming up, and I will see you in the next week. Hey, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, I will see you later.